What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital, and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking all about the Canadian markets as the US markets are closed, but yes, we still got some trading going on here in Canada, so we're going to be going over the gold and silver sector. Gold and silver is going up today, but the sector in general, it's been struggling a little bit. I definitely haven't changed my opinion. I put out a video on Departure stocks why haven't changed my outlook, but we're going to be taking a look at some news for the gold and silver sector, also the psychedelic sector, and a few other interesting companies that we're following. As these are your market minutes, this is your daily recap. So guys, let's get straight into it, and I hope you guys tune in because although, like I said, the US markets are closed, we still have some of our favorite companies trading here in Canada, and that brings us to the last part of the introduction. Don't forget to, of course, explode that like button. It takes just 1 second of your time, helps my videos so very much, along with cashing that subscribe button and hitting the market bell for notifications. Let's get Departures Capital to 31.2K, and sub growth has been slow once again. I don't know if it's YouTube, the algorithm, or whatever, but don't forget to subscribe if you appreciate future videos. And we do have a lot of sponsored content on the way this week. Lots of new companies. Of course, they are sponsored, so take that with a grain of salt, but I will be letting you guys know that we're going to be introducing a bunch of new companies. And that's what Departures Capital is all about. And that's also why I made Departures Stocks, for strictly just my opinion, non-sponsored content. And I will be putting out a video today talking about, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Maybe the psychedelic sector. I've talked a lot about it. Last video was a lot about gold and silver, so maybe the psychedelic sector deserves a full update. And you know what, guys? There we go. I've made the decision. We're going to give a full update on the psychedelic sector on Departure Stocks. So make sure to tune into that channel, our new channel, subscribe. Let's get us to 4,000 subscribers. We're at 3.46K subscribers. So thanks a lot for supporting so far. All right, so guys, comment of the day, be cool. Bought some sun hydrogen a while back. They seem to be on the move. Sun plus water equals hydrogen could be huge for a long hold if they commercialize their tech. Thanks for the vids. Lucifer Prometheus, happy Friday, Aaron. DC community. Also shout out to T.6 for bringing up Hexo in the live chat. Really excited about that. And Hexo has been making a crazy recovery. So that's awesome, man. I will be doing another Mindmed giveaway this week. And I do want to update my Mindmed merch winners that it will be shipped out this week. I've had a ton of stuff going on, and so I'm getting all of that merch shipped out this week. Just wanted to update you guys, and don't worry, your stuff is not lost in the mail. So we will be doing one more giveaway, so simply comment down below, I want to win Mindmed merch, and we'll have you entered into the draw. Now, Ray, all Canadians who own FSX and their spin-off in their TFSA account, I received a letter from TD Bank saying Leviathan shares are not admissible inside the TFSA account and must be removed in 90 days, receiving the notification. Sold, or you can sell them to TD for 1 cent. Are you serious? I opened a non-registered account with TD so I can move the Leviathan shares in the non-registered account. Be aware. Thanks a lot for bringing that up, and I've had multiple subscribers tell me this, and I actually owned some Fosterville and have some Leviathan in my TFSA. I haven't gotten a notification yet, but I am prepared to move that. So thanks a lot for that. We also got some further updates from Teresa Mitchell, who's always been on the ball. Thanks a lot, Teresa. I emailed Jonathan Richards, Leviathan's representative, and he responded the date has not been set yet. However, we are progressing. We are going back and forwards with the exchange on certain points. Hopefully, I have a more definitive answer by the end of this week. I would place the stocks in a non-registered account. They are worth something. The reason you can't have them in a registered account is because they are considered risky. For example, you cannot hold Bitcoin in a registered account. I hope that helps. Thanks. What's an example of a registered account? I have another Canadian cash account that would be considered a non-registered account. It's simply, I think, just not a TFSA, an RRSP, something along the lines of that. Simply just a trading account. So I just wanted to update you guys because I have covered Fosterville from the start. We still cover Fosterville. I actually want to get Brian back on for some updates, just as the stock's trading around $2. I believe it's trading down today. And I really would like to get some updates because I still have a very substantial position in Fosterville. It's actually personally my biggest position in the gold exploration sector. So it's personally my biggest position in terms of gold exploration companies. So I would like to see that stock, perform. So anyways, guys, we'll see if we can get some updates on. I would love to get Brian back on, and I know he's working on a new silver company as well. So he's a busy man, but I'll do my best to get him back on. So I want to talk about a few quick things now. Kitco just put out an interview with Peter Schiff, and I can't wait to watch it today, guys. It's all about, Bitcoin. We know Peter Schiff is a crazy gold bull, and, just like me, we've got a lot of things in common. So I can't wait to watch that. Let me know what you guys think of that. Shout out to Kitco for always having awesome guests on the show. And there was also another bearish Bitcoin video. Bitcoin could be wiped out if this happens. Ryan Janotto. It's a major challenge for the asset class. It's intended to be a financially democratizing force, yet it's so profoundly distributed in an unequal fashion. It's really unlike anything we've ever seen. This is one of the perils of Bitcoin investing that go unreported. Just under 0.5% of all Bitcoin investors owning more than 80% of all Bitcoins, should they liquidate, the market could see a substantial sell-off. So that's another thing that adds to the volatility, of course. On top of that, the potential for regulation. And all my Bitcoin bulls, are going to disagree with me or whatever. But I'm simply just stating some things that I've seen. I personally don't own Bitcoin, so you can say I'm biased, but. Yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you think. I would love to hear your opinion. If you're a bull, if you're a bear, if you're neutral, I'd love to hear it. Hedge funds aggressively exit their bullish gold bets as US dollar bond yields rise. So let's see what's been going on. So hedge funds and gold investors have significantly cut back on their bullish gold exposure as the precious metal continues to be weighed down by a stronger US dollar, rising bond yields, according to the latest data from the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. So let's see what exactly happened. CTFC disaggregated commitment of traders report for the week ending January 12th showed money managers decreased their speculative gross long positions in COMEX futures by 36,000 contracts to 131,000 contracts. At the same time, short positions increased by 2,000. So they're not really betting against it. They're just exiting some long positions. Gold saw a dramatic reduction in net longs after speculators were spooked by a large surge in the 10-year bond yields above 1% and a stronger dollar. Gold's net length now stands at 78,000 contracts, a drop of more than 36% from the previous week. Bullish bets in gold have dropped to their lowest level since May 2019, according to the report. I don't know. I'm actually happy with this pullback. I will be buying it. I'm just figuring out, I'm shifting a few things around in my portfolio. I definitely will be buying this pullback. All of my favorite gold stocks are on sale right now. All of my favorite silver stocks are on sale right now. I'm long term, and I'm going to say 1 to 3 years now. If we don't get a big rally in the precious metal sector Q1, I think, at some point we're going to stabilize this year, potentially rally, but I'm keeping a long-term bullish outlook on gold and silver when it comes to this. No one's going to change my mind unless, stimulus stops and interest rates start going up. But if that happens, I will become neutral to the bearish on gold. Maybe not silver, but until that happens, I'll remain bullish. And I just think really it's manipulation, but I could be wrong. So more selling in store for gold price markets. Yellen's take on the US dollar. After a sell-off towards 1800, gold is up on bargain hunting prices back above 1830. The dollar has been working gradually higher over the weekend, and part of this may be due to the fact that Janet Yellen, Treasury Secretary in waiting, is due to testify on Capitol Hill tomorrow. She is expected to say that she does not favor a deliberating weakening of the US dollar, preferring instead to see currency valued by free market movements. So we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what really happens. But that's it for the updates in terms of gold today and for silver. Now let's take a look at some of our favorite stocks. And Vizsla Resources is finally performing. It's up to $1.58, up 6%. But one stock I wanted to talk about, actually two stocks that I'm really looking to add to. As I said, I've been looking to add to exposure in the silver exploration stage. As I've been stating that I want to add exposure to more silver exploration companies. Silver One. So I picked up some Silver One in the low 60s. Now we're at 55 cents, so I'm definitely down on my position here. But I'm looking for it to trade closer to 50 cents. I think, it's looking pretty good. Not to say that it couldn't fall further if silver and gold do continue to correct. But I am looking to buy the dip on Silver One. Reign of Silver is down to 96 cents, although we were down much more substantially in the morning today, down to 92 cents. That's pretty much where I bought it, around 90 cents. And it did have a really nice run up to 140. So for a short-term trade, yeah, I regret not taking profits, but this is just a sector that I plan to sit on. And, I'm really not trying to get into the habit of trading, because if I do, then I'm just going to, get into the habit of always taking profits. And when we do get that big run, if we do get that big run, of course, then I feel like I'll just be too comfortable with taking profits. So I don't know, guys. I'm sitting this out. I'm still going to sit on my gold and silver positions. And let's take a look at the gold and silver portfolio that we put together. And we are seeing some discounts here. So Defiance Silver down 10%. Silver One, Nova, Royalty, Reina Silver, Aftermath Silver. We are getting a little bit of green. Avino Silver, First Majestic in the green of 1.8%. Wheaton Precious Metals up 1%. Wheaton Precious is another company that I want to continue to add to. I got to do more research on a couple of these small cap silver companies. However, like, not to say Defiant Silver is super small cap, but it's just over 100 million. So that's another thing. I want to make some specific videos on, 5 small cap silver companies that I'm, looking to buy, 5 large cap silver stocks that I'm eyeing. I feel like there's a lot of companies right now in the gold and silver sector that I'm really interested in, and the prices right now compared to everything else in the market are looking pretty nice. So it all comes down to, consistently rebalancing. And anyways, guys, let's get into the psychedelic sector now and see what's going on for Mindmed. I did see Mindmed trading lower today, down 2.8% to $3.82. It almost seems like whenever the Canadian market is open for trade and the US market isn't, investors just taking advantage of the low volume trade, and it's almost like they just sell certain stocks, especially Mindmed. I've noticed that Mindmed has traded down almost every day where the Canadian markets are open and the American markets are not. So anyways, that could just be me. So what I'm seeing here though for Mindmed is it looked like it attempted to break above 420 and it didn't, and we're just rolling over now. So it looks like continued consolidation, although, if we zoom out to the 15-minute chart, we can see, this stock has been trading sideways. Bounce, 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 bounce. It's a pretty easy to identify replicable pattern. So as the consolidation continues, I think we could get this sideways trading until some big catalyst moves the stock. Now, once again, for new investors who felt like they missed out on Mindmed, of course, this is not financial advice, but by looking at the charts, I think this might be an interesting time to take a look at this stock. For me, if I was looking at this, I'd consider this a pretty interesting looking entry point. But once again, never telling you guys to buy or sell these stocks. That's simply just me commenting on the chart. And I think the chart looks pretty good. We're showing some stability. Let's look at a few other companies in the psychedelic sector. A few I'm interested in specifically. Numinous Wellness is down 5.26%. It's also consolidating, but more so in an upwards trajectory by the looks of it. Mindmed is looking more sideways. As we can see for Numi, it's making higher lows so far, so that looks good in my opinion. CYBN. Cybin, on the other hand, guys, is trading down 10%, although it is substantially higher from that last big rally that we saw there on Friday. So that's another one on my watch list. Now, Fieldtrip Health, on the other hand, and as you can see here, guys, Fieldtrip Health is trading up 3.7%. Fieldtrip Health has made a really nice recovery off of those lows that we saw down there around 323. It's back up to 420. And it's funny how this, Mindmed and Fieldtrip Health were pretty much the same price, trading pretty much identically, but Fieldtrip Health has been outperforming recently, so we'll see how it does compared to Mindmed. We'll see where Mindmed closes the day. Weak volume today, of course, as to be expected, but Mindmed does have that community. That's the thing about the stock, and it's got a very fast-growing following. I've watched all the Facebook groups grow from the hundreds to the thousands, and that really means something. Having a dedicated following, in my opinion, and having really good social sentiment is very important, because just popularity for a stock in this day and age is very important. We saw what happened, with Tesla, and the fact that Tesla's got really awesome management, diehard investors, and that's kind of what I hope that Mindmed can build, that I can help build, as long as the company continues to deliver and, prove to shareholders that they're going to continue to increase shareholder value. So I love supporting companies, especially a company like Mindmed that's looking to change the world in terms of mental health. We know how big of an issue this is going to be. And like I said, social sentiment is very important in this day and age. You might not agree with the valuation for Tesla, but you got to admit that it's got a cult-like following. The returns have been tremendous, and that is one factor above and beyond the results and what they're trying to do. So investing nowadays is so much different than it's ever been. Fundamentals mean less and less. Keep that in mind, guys. Anyways, that's it for the video. We're going to wrap this up. This is just a recap. I don't have too much to talk about. The markets are closed on the American side. I expect some fun for Tuesday. Anyways, guys, that's it for the video. Always remember, departures capital and departures stocks are for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you make your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.